Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Scorpio collective reading for 3 July 2022. I want to say before we get started, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Please let me know if you have any particular kind of readings that you'd like me to do. And please only give constructive feedback or positive comments. You can also reach out to me on email, but again, I will only be looking for positive comments or constructive feedback. But I do thank you for all of your support up to this point and to help me grow the channel. Let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the King of Wands in the very center of the reading, somebody who is creative and passionate. And um, with the crowning of the Tower, something has changed or ended uh, in this situation with this King of Swords. What has and I want to say what's been undermining is quick motion, moving forward, is the undermining energy. And what led up to this is not having any more patience, because you've got Temperance in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Judgment, and Page of Pentacles. And what this is telling me is perhaps not having any more patience with this Queen of Swords, due to receiving or calling judgment on a situation regarding some communication that came in potentially, or wanting to give an offer somewhere else. The outcome is Ace of Wands, which is a brand new start after picking up the three swords. Somebody picked up the three swords and left after two swords were put in somebody's back. So pretty much, just not wanting to get stabbed anymore or betrayed, or however you want to interpret that. Now, we're going to read the oracle messages next. And so we'll start off with Rainbow Oracle. The first one is Karma Cleanse. Liberate yourself from karmic patterns of the past. Live a life of creative choice. So this is really your opportunity to move forward in whatever way you choose after you are cleared of this karma that has occurred. Probably the tower that came in. Multidimensional. So this is really where your crown chakra and your third eye chakra are going to be expanded, and you are going to ascend even more. It says here your awareness is expanding, integrating consciousness to become your honest expression of being. So getting to your authentic self and who you really choose to be, regardless of what anybody else thinks, regardless of any outside influences. And duality. Here, to me, duality is about understanding and accepting. Understanding that there is always a duality with everything, light and dark, divine feminine, divine masculine. So understanding that everything has to be in balance. So it says, in a world of duality sits truth, a place where love dances in unity with its own shadow. So really accepting and integrating light and dark at this time. Next, we have flourish. And so really, to me, this is about abundance coming in. Conditions are perfect for growth and expansion in business or situations you are passionate about, and that goes back to that Ace of Wands. And you're a passionate person anyway. You're the King of Wands. So here we have visionary. You have the capacity to envision what's possible. So really helping to visualize your dreams, hopes, and desires at this time, and then bring them into fruition. Next, we have brave heart. In the deepness of your wounds, you summon truth, call forth light, strength, and forgiveness. And what I thought was interesting with that message is you have two other messages on this board about forgiveness. One of them came in reverse and one of them came upright. So we'll talk about that when we get there. But I thought it was interesting that this card mentioned that as well. Next, we have financial flow. You've earned it, you deserve it. Financial rewards begin to flow and profitable solutions unfold. So really your abundance is starting to come in. You've been through a difficult time. And so now the universe is rewarding you. Still, here we have explore. A soul adventure calls you to explore the uncharted waters of your inner or outer world. So really getting on the path that your soul is calling you to get on. A divergence, change your direction, or find a new way to travel along familiar paths. So this could be going back to a familiar path that you're going to handle in a whole new way, or taking a brand new direction. It's really up to you. It's your choice. And here we have unearth the earth. You are part of the process of unearthing the roots of fear from humanity to an awakened consciousness. So, really helping humanity is part of your life purpose, to help others see where the roots of their fear is coming from as you move forward. That's part of your path. Next, we have here breaking free. So, really breaking free of old patterns, toxic situations, or people, whatever you feel that breaking free applies to. Only you know what that is. Understanding that, yes, you are a divine being. And so, understanding that, you have a very deep connection with spirit. Next, you have shadow work. So, there is some healing that needs to occur. And the more you get in line with spirit and spend time with spirit, the more that spirit can help you with this. But shadow work is really all about addressing perhaps patterns or different things that have happened in your life that maybe you didn't address before, that need to be healed. Now we have afterlife. And whenever I see this card, to me, this is about integration, past lives, wisdom, lessons, all of that stuff from the past, and moving forward in a new way. We have Universal Mother. To me, this is Mother Gaia, but what I like about this card is this is at night, when the sky, they're shooting stars and all kinds of things going on. So really spending some time in nature is another message that I get there as well for you. And then the last one here from this deck, and this is the Mystic Journey deck. The first deck was the Rainbow Oracle, and this one says compassion. And you see here you have two, and this brings me back to the duality a little bit, but also compassion for yourself and for others. Now, we're going to go into the Opal Oracle messages here. So the first one we have is grace, and really understanding that wherever you are on your path and whatever's going on now, even through this tower, that's bringing me back to that, is that spirit is full of grace, and it was grace that got you through this situation. And so really being very clear on that. Grace is happening with you and through you. Notice any parts of your life that have been touched by blessings or where miracles have occurred. So, really being fully aware of just how much Spirit has come in to help you at this time, and being very, very humble and grateful for that. Next, we have meet on a soul level with connection. Take time for some real heart to heart conversation, share your true feelings, connect, and listen deeply and compassionately. So, again, another message about compassion. And this is really about, having a very honest conversation with whoever you need to have this with, and really, listening as as well, listening with your heart, listening, with your spiritual eyes, because a lot of times when we're looking at things from the 3D, we don't see behind the what's being presented. When you look with spiritual eyes, you see much more of what's going on. And so therefore it's a lot easier for you to have compassion for people when you understand really what's going on, even if it's not what they're saying. You have embrace the unknown, the mystery. Give your mind a rest from trying to rationalize everything. Marvel at life's big mysteries and have faith that in time all will be revealed. So whatever you need to know that you don't know right now, it's going to be revealed, but it's not going to be revealed in your time. It's going to be revealed when Spirit wants it revealed. Grow good relationships, partner support one another, co-create and problem solve together. Forging positive new partnerships is a potent way to unblock personal growth. So as you move forward and have partnerships in your life, understanding that partners are all about helping one another to grow and through situations, giving a different perspective, giving insight. So partnerships really help you to see things in a different perspective. Now, what I thought was interesting is the forgive message here came out in reverse. So, if you are in a situation where you are not forgiven, you've already had two messages about forgiving, and then there's another one I'll be reading shortly. So, really, if you're not forgiving in a situation, you are being encouraged to be forgiving. Just as you had grace in this situation or whatever's going on, part of grace is forgiveness, and really understanding what that is and why you should be forgiving. And forgiveness is not really saying that what the person did was right. It's not even about that. Forgiveness is about letting go of the pain associated with the situation so that you don't carry it moving forward and it doesn't hinder your growth, your life. It doesn't hinder you learning the lesson. So if you need to heal, because I think we had shadow work up here as well. So there's definitely some things that maybe perhaps still need to be healed in the situation. So really, walking in forgiveness is more about you than it is the other person. Um, so it says forgiveness is a powerful act of self-love. Forgive yourself and others. This transformative release will unburden and heal your heart. And so you really don't want to move forward into any kind of partnership or connection without doing this, because then you're going to carry that into the next situation, whatever that may be. Now we have your heart is safe, open heart. Put down your defenses, let go of fear, of vulnerability. Open your heart to receive the love of others. Allow yourself to have new experiences. So, this is really about stepping out of your south node, which is your comfort zone, and stepping into a new way of doing relationships. Because if you want abundance, if you want love, if you want these things, you have to be in a place to receive them. And having your walls up, being defensive kind of thing will block that. It will block your blessing. It'll block the love. It'll block anything and everything that you want. So really being aware of that as you move forward. So next we have some other messages. Allow life to flow freely. Ease and flow. Life does not have to be difficult. Know that you deserve ease and goodness. Struggle is not a requirement for joy. So be gentle with yourself. So really getting into the flow of things. I was looking at somebody today and they were talking about letting go. In one, I'll try to see if I can remember to pin the video in the comments, but it's really I would look up letting go and holistic what did he call it? Holistic release would be something that I would look up to see if that works for you. Next, you've got faith. Trust and believe. Faith, it is the time to have faith. Believe that everything will work out for the best. Trust yourself and know that you will make the right decisions. So this is really about having faith in spirit. Spirit has got you up to this point, and they're going to continue to be with you. They've already given you grace. They've already given you some kind of miracle about a situation that you're involved in. So really having faith as you move forward should be strengthened because of what spirit has already shown you. But if you're not seeing this, you are being encouraged to continue to have faith and believe and have trust. Lastly is shine your light, gifts and talents. You were born with your own unique set of gifts and talents. Pay honor and respect to those qualities and then go out and share them with the world. I apologize. I had to get some water. So somebody's having problems with their throat chakra. Speaking speaking your truth about a situation. So just be aware of that, and you might want to do some throat chakra healing. You can find those videos on YouTube. So let's go ahead and continue on so we can close out your reading. So again, the first message here is forgive. This is from the Divine Inspiration Oracle. And so forgive, release any anger, guilt, hurt, and pain. It is now time to forgive. Forgiveness is the road to recovery. So if you really want to heal, you've got to forgive. There's no way around it. Next, we have progress. Steady progress can go a long way. One step at a time, one day at a time, Sometimes it's 1 second at a time. Have some laughter. Replace your current stresses with laughter. So really allowing yourself to laugh. Destiny. We all have a destiny and paths to follow. It's time to move forward. So moving forward and setting out on your path. Love yourself and feel the love within your heart. So really coming into self-love so that you can stand in your power, because you need to know that whatever you have gone through, that you are worthy of good things. You are enough. You deserve them. You've done some work, and it seems like you've been through a lot based on some of the messages you're getting here, having to do shadow work, um, karma cleanse, and so forth. So you've had to go through some things to have some of the messages that have come out. So really understanding that love is really an important thing to move forward in. Soul, discover your soul purpose. Again, walking into your purpose. We already talked about that with that card. Celebrate. Again, laughter, celebration. Um, it's time to celebrate. You don't need an occasion to celebrate. Learning how to celebrate yourself and having the celebration in the victory of knowing how far you've come, and really learning how to appreciate yourself. You've worked hard to get through the situation, and maybe you're still in it, maybe you're not. But as you move forward, celebration of the progress you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the wisdom you've gained are important as well. Goodness, try seeing good in others and in this situation. So, really, again, looking at the situation with spiritual eyes, seeing that maybe something that you've gone through and the fact that you made it through. It was maybe a blessing in disguise, or a blessing, a miracle, as this card depicts in the first place. Spirit brought you through. So it's really about walking in a different kind of energy moving forward, looking at situations and looking for the good and not the negative. You know, next we have motivation. Motivation is the key to success. So staying motivated, keeping your vibration high. Fruition, bring your ideas and projects to fruition. So if you are having any kind of creative thoughts at this time via dreams or intuition or anything else, you're encouraged to write those down and take whatever necessary action. Blessings. Look out, just like I said, look out for the blessings in disguise. So something could have been much worse than it was. So if you are no longer dealing with the situation anymore, being understanding that you have been truly blessed. Appreciate, an attitude of gratitude, being thankful. Appreciate others by saying thank you. And crystals, use crystals to help keep you grounded. So really looking into crystals and what crystals are great for grounding. Sometimes I just put crystals in my pocket to keep my energy, number one, grounded, because if you're empathic, you're picking up people's energy all day long. And so you get weighed down in energy sometimes. So it's really important to get some crystals to keep you grounded. And then truth. Always be true with yourself and all others involved in the current situation. So really walking in truth and integrity and being your authentic self. When you do those things and you are compassionate and you learn to look at things from a spiritual eye instead of a 3D eye, you will start to see what's really going on. And that we are all on our path. We are all needing to learn lessons, and we are all needing to stand in our truth and speak our truth. So I do hope that this helps you, Scorpio. Much love and light, Lady T.